Hey everybody, how's it going? So today we're doing a POV photo walk. So you get to join me on a photo walk. I'm in downtown Spruce Pine again for the 10,000th time. If you'll look closely, you can actually see the indentations in the streets from where I've stood with my jealous Sonys trying to look like I know what I'm doing. I'm shooting with my new everyday carry camera, the Leica Q3 43. Now I didn't sell the Sonys, I'm not that stupid, just only mostly stupid. I'm sure they're at home talking about me right now because I'm out with another camera. The A7R5 is definitely judging my life choices right now. The Sonys are built for speed and perfection, but this is my new everyday carry, a $7,000 piece of jewelry that occasionally takes a picture if I ask it nicely. I'm out here today to learn its nuances, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm going to take a lot of really bad photos of things I've shot a million times, but today's not about getting the bangers. Today is about me being a total amateur again. Dog, I'm just out here trying to figure out why 43mm feels like I'm wearing someone else's glasses, and shoes, and underwear. I have to give it this though, the colors are gorgeous. They're punchy, like punch you in the face punchy. The way this thing renders colors is otherworldly. On my Sonys, the colors are fine. They're actually quite nice, but they're flat. They're a good starting point for editing these raw files, which I have to say, editing these raw files from the Leica is an absolute pleasure. Look at that bokeh. It is just too good. The Leica renders like it's been drinking expensive espresso and staring at fine art all morning. The micro contrast is low-key kind of offensive. And these macro shots, dude, they're so good. I know it's not a one-to-one macro lens, but still, the fact that it has a macro mode on it and I can get really close-up detailed shots of little things like this leaf, it blows my mind. I'm trying to figure out the autofocus, or rather, I'm trying to remember that I don't have 700 focus points and AI human trafficking to say. Did I say human trafficking? AI human tracking to save me. Oh man. Try not to talk about my side hustles. Anyway, AI human tracking to save my ass. If I miss focus on a stationary object, like a brick wall, which I've done twice already today, it's not the camera's fault, it's mine. And that is a very uncomfortable feeling when you've spent this much money to feel like an artist. But don't get me wrong, the camera is plenty capable. Plenty capable. I mean, it's got an incredibly high resolution sensor. The glass on it is class leading. But unlike the Sonys, it makes you work for the shots. Think of it as a manual Porsche 911. It's a beautifully crafted, thoughtfully engineered piece of German kit that will get you there, but it's more about the experience of using the camera, much like the Porsche will get you where you need to be, but it's more about the experience of driving the car. This wouldn't be a Josh video without my obligatory reflection selfie. I've walked downtown a million times. How are you doing?
Broken heart.
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Good, good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you.
How you doing?
Doing well? Sure. It's great to see you. Bye-bye. Hey. The lens rendering is actually beautiful. Honestly, I hate that I like it as much as I do. It has this pop that makes even the most mundane subject look like it's in a French New Wave film. It's making my hometown kind of look like a Quentin Tarantino movie set. I've taken this photo with good lord. I've taken this photo with the A7R5 at 61 megapixels, and I could see an individual hair on a dog 3 blocks away. With the Q3 4.3, which also has 61 megapixels, I'm actually looking at the light, or pretending to. Mostly I'm just trying to justify why I'm carrying a fixed lens camera in a town with this many hills. Going back to my car analogy, the Sonys are like Teslas, full of tech that makes getting to your destination as easy as possible, which is fantastic for my work, for shooting weddings, events, all of my run and gun stuff, the video, all that is fantastic on the Sonys. But this is an experience unlike anything else, and it's changing the way I shoot. I'm not entirely crazy about the handling of this camera, because let's be honest, it's basically a bar of soap with a world-class lens attached to it, so dropping it would be just as painful as dropping the bar of soap in prison. It's an ergonomic nightmare. I've already ordered a small rig cage, well, not a cage, but a grip to go on it, and an eye cup so I can see through the viewfinder just a little bit better, but I'd really like to hold the thing without feeling like I'm trying to grip a wet trout. But today we're raw dogging it. No grip, no dignity. It looks like they're cleaning the bathrooms. So, I should probably photograph the side. I really like the way that this lens renders stainless steel. It just looks very pleasant to me. Not sure why, it just has a nice, pleasant look to it. Main Street, Central Park. I'm really falling in love with the macro capabilities of this camera. If I had a circular polarizing filter, I could see Mother Mary in there. Oh, there we go. I love these colors. Oh my gosh, they're so good. Oh, here we go. We got some construction workers working on the train depot. But as I was saying, I'm really falling in love with this macro mode on the camera. It's pretty great. I really enjoy macro photography, and I'm going to be doing some dedicated macro photo walks with the actual macro lens and my Sony. But in the meantime, can I get a macro shot of one of these maybe? Maybe. The wind will stop blowing. The wind's not going to stop blowing. It's going to be blurry. Why do you want to focus on that? It's dark, you stupid camera. You stupid expensive camera. Is that blurry? Yeah, that's pretty blurry. I need to stop humming. I should really do this when DT's is open and come down and actually have a coffee. Oh, I like this. I like the way that there's multiple layers to this. I don't really have a clear subject, but I don't know. This isn't the greatest composition ever, but we're doing it. Look at this mailbox. It's been here since the Nixon administration. On the Sony, I'd be tracking the eye of a ladybug on the mailbox, but here I'm trying to find the nuance of the rust. I'm really working the 43mm in macro mode here, trying to get the Leica pop. I'm not sure what those hooks are under the mailbox. I guess that's for a newspaper, I assume. I like alleyways. Alleyways are fun. I really like the way this thing renders red and blue. And again, I cannot wait for my grip to get here, because holding on to this thing is kind of a nightmare. The Sony really does just kind of get out of my way and let me take photos. This camera makes me work for them, but not in an uncomfortable way or not in a bad way. It just feels more like I'm taking a photo rather than just spraying and praying. And to be fair, I rarely just spray and pray when I do any kind of street photography or whatever this is. This isn't necessarily street photography because I'm not really documenting people. This is more of just a photo walk to learn the camera. But I do try to be fairly intentional with my shots. As I trudged further through the alleyway after taking my quintessential photographer in an alleyway shot, I noticed there's a door, some peeling paint, and the smell that I can only describe as spruce pine gothic. Trying to engage as much as I can with this camera, and just, I like this. This is nice. Good old boarded up window. I just really enjoy the colors that this camera produces. It's pretty great. Let's go ahead and throw it in macro mode here and get a picture of this lawn ornament. This is some wind chimes hanging here, and that is gorgeous. I think I'm gonna look for things that are red. Things that are red. Like this. I'm realizing that shooting with this camera and the experience it gives me is something that I really can't put into words. It's very hard to describe, and it's probably just because I've spent so much money on what is essentially a point-and-shoot camera. Maybe this is all straight cope, but maybe not. Maybe there really is something. I mean, there is a Leica look, and I really dig it. Would I advise anybody to go out and buy this camera? If they have the means, absolutely do it. It's incredible. Would I use this camera for paid client work? Probably not. I think I'm going to leave that up to the Sonys. Because, truth be had, I can edit the Sony files and get them 99% of the way there, looking exactly like these Leica files. The lens is going to render your out of focus areas differently, and you know, you're going to have some different characteristics in the lenses, but which this brings on the question, does having nice inexpensive gear make you a better photographer? And I hear all the time that gear doesn't matter and gear doesn't make you a good photographer, and I agree and disagree. Sure, the gear, the camera doesn't take the pictures for you. You have to compose the shot. You have to make sure the lighting is right. You have to, if you're like me and using your camera in some kind of semi-automatic or full manual mode, you're going to have to set the camera settings, your shutter speed, your aperture, your ISO, all of that jazz. Well, it's not red, but it's pretty. But I think it does make you a better photographer, because for me anyway, having a nice camera like this makes me want to pick it up and go shoot. It makes me want to take photos. And the more you shoot, hopefully, the better you get. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Let's go. There's some red stuff. There's a car over there. That's weird. Let's see. Bring this up where it looks decent. Look at these rims. They are staggeringly red. Ooh, the front ones have clearly had a rough life. There's more curb rash on them than the shins of a 40-year-old photographer who is significantly more talented at falling than he is walking. But the rear ones are actually holding it together. They're pretty pristine. That's a perfect metaphor for my current skill level with this camera. A total disaster up front, but with a tiny bit of competence hiding in the back if you look hard enough. These rims are staggeringly red. Just look at how the Leica handles that red. It's honestly disgusting how good it looks. It's not that neon plastic digital pink you get straight out of a Lumix sensor. It feels thick like actual paint. That's red. Is it focus? I can't see. I can't tell. Sure. Whoa, that was terrible. That shot was so incredibly overexposed. Here's what it looked like straight out of camera. Oh. Yep. And here is a red bench because why not? Stood up too fast. Stood up too fast. Gotta pass out. Well, that's interesting. Never thought I'd run into a random portrait of L. Ron Hubbard in Spruce Pine, but whatever. Of course I know that's not L. Ron Hubbard, but that's funny to think about if it were. I wonder if these people know who that man in the picture is. I wonder if they know who L. Ron Hubbard is. I wonder if they were the ghost of L. Ron Hubbard. You doing all right, man? Yeah, doing fine. I hear you. Or maybe that's the ghost of L. Ron Hubbard, who's come back as a young kid to work for the town of Spruce Pine. Who knows? Oh look, a little red wagon. interesting the way those windows are there, the stained glass. That's kind of a red car, but that's more purple. But if I would have been in the right place at the right time, I would have taken it. I mean, shot it, not stole it. I mean, taken a picture of it, not shot at it. Red building. Let's see if we can get some sun stars out of this guy. You don't tend to get a lot of sun stars out of this lens. It's an apochromatic lens. So it's like... This image did not look like this straight out of camera. I was truly amazed at how much detail I was able to recover from the highlights and the shadows. The dynamic range this sensor can capture is astonishing. Here's the straight out of camera image. Terrible photos. The worst. Not the worst I've ever taken. Pretty bad though. If there's anybody at the skate park. There's a couple of red things. Skate park be closed. Well, the photos today aren't great. They're actually kind of hot garbage. And if you came here for a definitive Leica Q3 4.3 review where I talk about the specs and quirks and features unique to this camera, then you've wasted 45 minutes of your life. But that's the point. Not to waste your time, but the point of it is to shoot with this camera and to experience it. I live here. I've seen all this before, but today, because of this camera, I'm actually looking at it again. And literally through a different lens. That bird is what we call a T-bow.
Getting lost in all my thoughts. Is it wrong to feel this way? So confusing, the story of my life. The weather changed when our lines crossed, and I've never been the same. Chapter 1, the story of my life.
And I have to say, so far, I love shooting with this camera, and I can't wait to take it out every single day. Spider web. Can I get a micro shot of the spider web? Maybe. Alright, okay, man. Let's put you an auto ISO. So we're gonna have to crank that up. So we're gonna stop down to like F16. Dog, it's gonna be hard. No.
Chapter 1, the story of my life.
Let's open up to like F6.
Is it wrong to feel this way?
Oh yeah, auto ISO. Let's not. Let me not expose for the highlights. Let me do multi-field. See what that does. Maybe a little bit better. Let's get rid of this. It's wanting to focus on a human. There is no human there. Alright, we are in macro mode. You have to actually use the viewfinder. It's such a narrow, shallow depth of field. Oh, there's no way that's not gonna. Oh, good God. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. Probably just missed a red car too. Everything is blown out. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we can do here. What up, man?
What you doing?
Not much. Taking a picture of this beautiful motorcycle.
I appreciate it.
She's pretty.
Yeah, that's probably the most unique colored one I've had.
I like that a lot.
Oh, can you see the purple and the white on your camera?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm trying to get a shot with the tattoo sign in the background.
You want me to move the back?
No. Leave it where it's at. That is. Try this. Y'all been busy today?
Yeah, I knocked out a few appointments. About time for me to get home before the sun falls down.
Yeah, it will. It was.
Sunday is
God, I
such a
know.
tease.
I know. I know, it was awful. I went up to Avery County Monday to shoot a ball game.
Yeah.
Froze to
I guess.
death out on that field. Just a little bit too bright. Yeah, I like that. This way on it. Well, no. My shadow's in the way. Get them sparkles from that metallic paint job.
It's wild, man. That blue turns purple and it turns pink. And then the white's got that purple hue in the background of it.
Yes. You can see them there.
Oh, dude.
I'll send these to you.
Oh, man, that's cool.
It just dawned on me that I didn't even respond to this poor man's comments about his paint because I was so caught up in trying to get the shot and frame it up and get the lighting right that I didn't even hear what he had to say. And I'm sorry, man. That's my bad. It's about time for me to go find some food.
Brother, man, I feel you. I'm going to go in there and clean up.
I hear you. Yeah, have a good one, man. It's good to see you. See you, dude. What have we here? It's not red, but it's hilarious. I have so many questions. Open back up here. We're not quite need to be it. As I squat down here to photograph this bra hanging in a bush, hilarious, I realize that now that I shoot Leica, I'm gonna have to trade in my flat bill hats and WRX persona from shooting Sony to the more hipster, artistic, skinny jeans, Converse, and black nail polish because I shoot Leica. What on earth? Weird. Don't even know what to think about that.
There's nothing quite like falling in love. The beat in my heart, the shake in my lungs. Gives me a reason, keeps me excited, something to believe in. Yeah, yeah,
But I am hungry.
There's nothing quite like falling in love. The beat in my heart, the shake in my lungs. Gives me a reason, keeps me excited, something to believe in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's nothing quite like falling in love. The beat in my heart, the shake in my lungs. Gives me a reason, keeps me excited, something to believe in. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's quite nice. I feel like I should fill that up with Marxist propaganda and a bunch of Trump books, like the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx, followed by, like, right on top of Why We Want You to Be Rich by Robert Kiyosaki and Donald Trump. That would be hilarious. Oh God, that's so blown out. That's kind of cool. I like that. Let's expose to the highlights here. Red car. No way I can get rating times. Son of a Whoa, I stood up way too fast. Everything's getting all spinny. Starting to feel a little bowling ballish. No, golly. Okay. I'm wondering what's going on here. Well, red car again. I mean, I took a picture of it, I think. Nope, I did not. Good building. And oh, my poor car. As you can see, it lost its battle with a mail truck. It stood strong though. It did good. It did good. It just... Oh, I've been fighting with my camera this whole time, and the exposure compensation was at -3. Well, that's where I'll end this, because what else would happen other than that? Yeah. Just wouldn't be a Josh McKinney video if I didn't something up. Would it? That's pretty on brand for me. I'll see you guys when the grip arrives and I stop shooting like I'm wearing a blindfold. Or I won't. I'll probably just be back here tomorrow trying to take another photo of a trash can or a porta potty at -3 EV. But thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, peace out.